Hey guys, this is Pin Binning at DGN Driving School. Welcome to another video, and in this video we're going to go through gears, how and when to change gears. Firstly, I'll show you how to change the gears, and once we've done that, I'll move the car and show you when to change the gears. So when I say when to change the gears, I'm just going to move the car, go from gear 1, 2 to 3 and then pull up on the left. We won't be going through changing gears at turns, roundabouts and stuff like that. That will be done in different videos. And remember guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you get instant notifications of when the next videos are uploaded. So remember, whenever you change a gear, always make sure that the clutch pedal, that's his left pedal, is fully down. So if you look at the diagram on top of the gear stick, it tells you which gear is where. So at the moment we're in neutral, which is in between gear 3 and 4. You can tell it's in neutral as the gear will easily go from right to left, and that's how you can tell it's in neutral. Gear 1 is in the top left corner, and when you want to select gear 1, put your palm to the right hand side of the gear stick so you can easily push it to the left first and then up, and that's gear 1. Gear 2 is towards the bottom left, so it's in the same line as gear 1. So if you put your palm in the same position, force the gear lever slightly to the left and then push it straight down, and that goes into gear 2. Now getting gear 3 from gear 2, there's a couple of ways that instructors teach this. One way is selecting neutral first, and then from neutral gear 3 is straight up. So you can do it that way. Or the other way you can do it, if I select gear 2 again, is if you just place your palm in the corner, so bottom left corner there, and just push it up in one movement, that goes into gear 3 as well. So the two ways, one is into the middle, then up, or you could just place your palm here and in one movement push it up, and that goes into gear 3. And when selecting gear 4 from gear 3, it's just straight down, so palm on the top, straight down, and that goes into gear 4. Now getting gear 5, that's towards the top right, so we need to put it into the middle first, back into neutral, then push it towards the right and then up. That's gear 5. This car has got 6 gears, so the 6th gear is in the same line as gear 5, where it's towards the bottom right. So again, palm towards you and then just straight down, and that goes into gear 6. The reverse gear will be different in each car. In this car, it's very similar to gear 1 towards the top left. There is a safety button here which you pull up, and that enables the gear stick to go more over to the left, and then you push it up. Now that's in reverse. Now let's go through when to change the gears while you're moving and stopping the car. So if I start the car, you can see the dials at the front, and these will help you with the timing of the gear change. Obviously you don't want to be steering down at these dials, your main focus should be ahead, but I'll show you how these can help you with the timing of the gear changes. So we have the rev counter on the left, so if I gently press the accelerator, you can see the needle going up. And then you have the speedometer on the right hand side, but in this car you've got a digital speedometer in the center, which is quite handy. Normally when I ask people how they know it's time to change into the next gear when changing up into gears, I always get the answer that they listen to the engine noise, which is kind of correct, but I find that when people listen to the engine noise, their gear change is always late, which is not good for the engine and it wastes more fuel. So firstly, let me show you how not to change your gears. So I'll be changing the gears quite late here when I'm changing from 1, 2 to 3. So let's get my belt on. Okay, so I'm going to be moving off now. So I'm in gear 1 at the moment, and now this is quite late. You can hear the engine noise. You can see I've got to 3,000 revs and also nearly 20 miles an hour. I'm getting gear 2, and that was not very good for the car and wasted a lot more fuel. Even here now, I should have really been in gear 3, and even this is quite late. Now we'll get gear 3. And I find a lot of people are always changing their gears like this and they think it's okay. And when they're pulling up, so I'm going to park up here now, I see a lot of people going down from gear, I'm in gear 3 now, so they'll go to 2, then they'll go to 1, and then they'll put into neutral. There's no need to rush down from gear 3, 2 to 1 because we just stop in a car. So when we put into gear 2, gear 1, pretty pointless because we're not using those gears, yeah, because we've just parked up here, so we just need neutral. Now let's show you how to change the gears correctly. So what I use here, use the rev counter, use your speedometer. So in this car, this is a 1.4 diesel engine. In this car, when I reach 10 miles an hour, so when I move off in gear 1 and I reach 10 miles an hour, it's time for gear 2. When I reach 20 miles an hour, time for gear 3. When I reach 30, then I can go into gear 4. This speed will not be the same in every car. Obviously, cars with bigger engines, you can change the gear a bit later. Smaller engines, change the gear a bit sooner. But the thing that does work in most cars is a rev counter. So when you reach around 2,000 revs, it's time for your next gear change. You'll see when I get to 2,000 revs, my speed will be just as I mentioned earlier for the gear changes. So let's move off now and show you how to change the gears at the correct time. So here I'm in gear 1, and you can see I'm just reaching 2,000 revs and 10 miles an hour, so I'm going to go into gear 2. Now just as I'm reaching 2,000 revs again and 20 miles an hour, gear 3. And that's how you can tell when to change your gears. So now I'm driving in gear 3. I'm going to park up on the left. So I won't need to change any gears now. I'll slow down with the foot brake. I'll put the clutch fully down, which cancels any gear changes. I'm still in gear 3. Once I've stopped the car, I can just select neutral as I've just parked up. And that's how you change your gears correctly. Remember, the gear changing on hills will be different. When you're driving uphill, the gear changes are always a bit later. I will definitely go through that in another video. So guys, if you found that video useful, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot. See you next time.